Okay, hello, test. Okay, nice. Good morning. Good morning. So quite a few names to look at today. Hopefully we can see some volume this week. After Chinese New Year, this is where everybody will bring their ang pao and put it into the stock market. So, few names on my watch list currently. Hoover. Basically limit up last week. So, want to look at it for any continuation in momentum, volume, You already know that kind of stuff. Big movers. Maybe look for any continuation. GENETEC as well. Very strong end. Opcom will be interesting today. Outcome will be an interesting one. Better pull out the orders first before it starts to lag. I'll be watching Opcom at the start. It looks like it's gonna sell off very heavily. Top glove is gonna leave it on the side lah. Watch it move a bit. So, 2 minutes to the bell. Let's check if there's any important news. So GENETEC gapping up very, very strong. Very strong. I'm gonna look for a pullback for potential entry later on. Probably want to see a pullback and test the 5 ringgit level. See if you can hold 5 ringgit first before we think of any entries. Hoover is going up very, very strong. KAB very strong as well. Quite a few green stocks already today. Let's see right there. But not much follow through. Most of them just gapped up in the morning and then just sort of slowed down. I mean, except Hoover. Hoover is going strong. So that's nice to see. Very, very strong. Now, will we see GENETEC with any continuation? It's gapped up quite a bit, so kind of more, I kind of prefer to dip buy it right now rather than buying it on the upside because it is a bit too extended. Hoover is going hard, man. Non-stop. Increasing volume, still pushing up. So GENETEC is going to try and test this 505, maybe the 5 ringgit level. But the volume's like dying down. The volume you can see at the bottom slowing down by quite a bit. So watching Hoover for the first pullback. That's what we want to see. When will it make its first sell? Maybe soon. Okay, GENETEC testing 5 ringgit. Now maybe we can see a big crack down to 475. That'll be a nice, very nice pickup. Whoa, look at high tech. One big red candle just now. Start off to 231. Must be damn thin the orders that it can jump. Look, the 231 to 245. Interesting. Very interesting. So you can see how weird the orders are. It's a big gap in between 231, 245. So I want to pick one to look at properly. Instead of jumping over and over. So I'm gonna ignore Opcom for now. KAB can leave it on the side. Hoover is very strong, so I definitely watch this. So will GENETEC pull more volume, or will it just have these choppy big red candles without clear direction. The candles look quite ugly, to be honest. Okay, Hoover is selling off. That's a nice sell-off. Something you want to see. High of the day, 169. So later, if it pushes back up, probably has to test 170 as well. This is the best option so far. GENETEC. Not much volume so far. I mean, there are quite a few 1 million share traded stocks, but everything seems quite slow, I would say. Okay, how ugly these candles are, man. Very, very weird movement. So when there's no perfect setups, I'm just gonna wait. Yo, what's up, huh? So Hoover with the sell-off retracement, hopefully you can see a short consolidation or maybe a curl upwards. Today 169. That's the level we're interested in. Doesn't seem like the tech. Don't think these are. I don't think I'm gonna play any of these. Don't really look good. If you have any stocks that you want me to check out, right, just drop it in the chat. And I'll give a quick look. So far, all these kind of stocks, very hard to trade. Quite low volume. Hoover is pushing up already. It's a bit quick, to be honest. What's the limit up? It's quite close to limit up already. 176 is the limit up. Wow, so the upside is really not that much. 176. So there is a choice to be made here. Whether it's worth trying to catch the 6 cent, the 7 cent move. Or is it better to just sit out because the upside is only 7 cents. It's already hit its limit up. Already approaching its limit up. Damn. Everything's moving so slowly. Well, GeneTech is coming back up, but volume is very low. Volume has been quite disappointing on GeneTech, so it is touching its high, but I doubt that it will go far lah. Anyways, it's not my setup, so Hoover, which was our best initial setup. Now we want to see it flatline or consolidate, but there's not much upside anymore because it's near its limit up. So our gain is very, very limited. Very limited. So I'm not sure if it's worth trying. Okay, pushed up quite a bit, GeneTech. It's not much lah. It's like 10 cents. Wow, so yet another very slow day. Surprising. Probably because everybody is still asleep. Right. Most people are taking leaves today. Most people taking leaves. That's why most of them are probably not on. Usually I see quite a few names on already, but today it's been quite quiet. Hoover, yeah, watching Hoover, but it has a nice setup, but the upside is quite limited for this case. Limit up is 176. So the most you can gain is 7 cents. I mean, it's still good enough, but 7 cents is still good enough. But is it worth it? Look at these candles are so ugly, man. What can you even tell from these candles? You have no information. It's just so up and down, up and down, up and down. AAB looks like it's pushing up. But we just have to be patient. Wait for a setup that fits our criteria. If not, I'll just wait. I'll just wait the whole day, the whole week, the whole month. No rush. No point forcing trades. Because we're not gamblers here. I mean, if it pops up above the high of the day, then I might just get in a little bit. But since the orders, I probably can't get much anyways. Quite thin float, about less than 100 share orders per price level. So I can't overload on my risk either. Now what we need to see is volume come in, push up, and we'll be in business. Until then, let's just watch something else. KAB. Very green all across the board, but volume wise, nothing really pushing hard. Okay, now maybe we can see Tasco sell off. Let's see. not high. I mean, probability is quite low for it to sell off because of how, I mean, the disparity of the orders is quite heavy on the buy side. But let's put alert down here in case it breaks previous day close. AB on the breakout. Very nice green day. On when was this? 11 Feb on Thursday. Very strong green day with very clear spike in volume. So any form of continuation, I'll be interested. 138, 139, 139, 140. Probably around that range. Everything else, I'm probably more interested in the downside rather than the upside. So GENETEC hit a peak of about 520, 523 and started to sell quite little volume. The moment it broke out, it's just downwards from there. Spring. Okay, someone mentioned spring. Let me check. Spring. I mean, for my setup, this is not playable. Even if you buy at the bottom and sell at the top, you make 1 cent. So can't play spring based on my setup, because I need to see price movement, like large movements. I need to see buying momentum. For now, KAB has the potential to push back up. Hoover giving us quite a decent consolidation. So for those of you who are part of the webinar, you should be able to see how the structure is building now. Right, literally how if you drew out the structure, you should know what it should look like. So random piece of buying took out the orders up to 139. What's Paragon? Why did it touch? Why did I get alerted on Paragon? Oh. Any interest? Not for now. If it has enough volume and enough push to pop up on our stock screener, then maybe I'll give it a look. Everything else seems pretty normal. Random big buying on KAB, but if you watch the orders, there's no acceleration, there's no movement, it's just stagnant. So not something I'm interested in either. So nothing much currently that fits what we're looking for. Maybe later in the week when everybody starts to come back to work or come back to finish off their leaves. Because I can imagine that most people are having a extra long weekend to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Hoover, that's good. Something good to see. You want to see it flatline, you want to see it consolidate, you want to see it hold this 160, 162 level. Build a nice support, build a nice consolidation, let people slowly accumulate their shares. So how's everybody's Chinese New Year been? Hopefully you've had something nice to eat. Okay, we can see how KAB is building some support at 137, 136. Some buying happening at 139, so this could be a potential entry, but since the momentum has been quite slow, I'm not sure if I want to... okay, the momentum is coming in now. You can see how the orders are getting cleared. 140 getting cleared, but no entry for me. If this was December, if this was August last year, then I would be entering into these kind of trades. But now with a slower market, with less people, with less volume, less volatility, I want to wait for really perfect setups. So instantly, the moment it broke 140, all of this buying, all the buy orders all disappeared. So it's all held by one layer of buying. It's quite risky, because if you were holding a big size and somebody just clears out this 140 level, it'd be quite hard for you to sell off your stocks. Even though it's breaking all-time highs, it's continuing its momentum. Second decently big green day. Setup wasn't really ideal for me, so I decided to just sit out. The moment that they built a strong support at 137, there could have been good enough support to try and enter. Quite a strong support building. Wow. I looked away for a second. Look at how thick the buy orders are. That's really good. Really good for KAB. So if you manage to get into this, then congratulations. This is a very aggressive style if you were to try and buy this breakout. This would have been a decent trade, yeah. Do I invest in Indian stock market? Nope, unfortunately not. I only specialize in the Malaysian stock market for now. Very big red candle. All of the orders just got demolished in one candle. Look at, there's no more. Everything, all the 300, 400 orders is now all gone. For the students, this is why you should take your profits when it hits your target. Because you can imagine yourself in this scenario, if you bought into this breakout, and you being a normal human will be greedy. I want to take the max gain I can. Let me try and catch the top. You're not gonna sell if you don't have a proper take profit strategy. You're not gonna manage to catch. You're not gonna sell on the way down, because it happens so quick. The moment that red candle forms, you're gonna shit yourself. So always take your profits. Have a good take profit strategy. If not, you're gonna say like, oh, I didn't manage to take profits. This strategy doesn't work, when you're in reality, your strategy just sucks. So make sure you have a take profit, okay? So anybody who had a 5, 6, 7, 8 cent take profit, it would have been a nice juicy trade for you. Hoover, looks like there was some kind of volume pushing it up a bit. Looks like volume is slowly coming back in. Oops. Now let's see if this minute candle, this minute volume can surpass the previous one. And then maybe we'll start to see the momentum come in and push it above and beyond. Some selling coming in for Hoover, but still maintaining its 162. Okay, been managing to pull back all the way up, managing to push through all of these sellers. Very strong. But as a momentum trader, you don't ever want to bank on this, okay? For this section, at most you should hold half of your position through this. Right, you should have taken some profits along these lines here, taken some profits on the way up. And if you haven't taken all, you should only give it a few candles to try. So if it starts to chop like this, if it doesn't really push up, you should let go the rest of your position already. And then on the way up right here, if I were holding this, once I start to see it reject, like right now, KAB is probably going to reject 150, but since it's quite strong, I'll give it some time to try. If it rejects it, I'll probably let it go around 145, 144, 143. Still locking in my profits. Don't hold it for too long. But at the same time, you got to find a nice balance to give it some time to push. So GENETEC high of 123. But 523. But then look at how thin the orders are, man. Like 6 orders here and there. 5 orders, 9 orders, 50 orders. Nah. So hard for me to trade kind of stocks. The moment I start to see rejection up here, I'm already ready, getting ready to sell. Getting my sell order ready, and once if it fails to break through 149, 150 in the next minute or so, then probably letting all of it go. But obviously these kind of strategies will change based on the markets. This is not exact science. If the market is hotter, more volume, right, then I'll probably hold it for a bigger move. Over big volume of the sell, so it's a good chance that the selling will start coming in. You see how it holds up this 162, 160 level. Everything else, I think I'm just gonna close them. GENETEC not doing anything special. Tesco, if it can start to dip, then maybe I will be interested. So leave my alerts there to do the work for me. Top Glove, like flatlining all the way. GENETEC, I'm just gonna watch it, see how far up it can fly. More interested in the downside actually, rather than the upside. Hoover, this is probably the only trade that I might take. KAB is still pushing up, but this could have been a decent entry, but in the first candle, there wasn't much momentum. Second candle, very low volume as well. But this breakout, the break over here, this break right here, could have been an entry when I saw all of the orders start to stack up on the buy side. But again, slow market. I am only looking for perfect setups before trying to enter anything. So honestly, if I buy into this stock right now, I could probably start the buy momentum up above 523. But then, like I said, I'm just waiting for a nice setup to form. This isn't really ideal. It has the structure, but the orders are looking quite hard to handle. Yes, India is a stock market, my friend. So KAB top percent gainer of the day, followed by GENETEC behind. GENETEC quite 9%. I didn't even notice. Hoover, it might pull more attention once it hits the 1 million volume mark. Now it's only at about 900,000 shares traded on the day. DS tag, we had a look just now, nothing much. M tag, let's have a look. New names on the board. QES. My guess is that QES is just like 3 cents up. Yep, 3 cents up. 2.5 cents up. So what was that? M tag. How does it look on the daily? Breaking out of its previous resistance, not bad. But not really fulfilling the structure that we need. Same. Too ugly here. Let's see the daily. Daily, so much resistance. It looks like it's curling up though. Looks like it's giving a nice curl upwards. So if you're a swing trader, maybe you can look at this, but on a minute chart for scalping, probably not worth. Okay. Okay, so I have some changes coming up for the live stream. For live trading, I am planning to move it private, so only for students. Probably starting in March, either next week or March, my live trading will go private for students only. But I am planning to do daily, or maybe like every 1 or 2 days, I will do 9 or 10 p.m. live streams on my channel, basically going through what happened in the market. So basically a market recap. So for those of you who are still interested to learn, there will be the free resource will still be there. I will still share some information for what happened in the market and what to look out for. Probably we'll see how I structure the market recaps. But for live trading, it's gonna go private soon. So if you're interested in watching the live trades, I know it's a bit slow right now, so you might not see the value in it, but I think when the market gets hot, it will be a lot better for the students to get some more intimate learning time for when we're live trading. So I'll probably announce it on my Instagram once I get a finalized structure that I have. For now, the live streams will still go on 9 to 10 every day, at least until the end of the week. The earliest this change will take place is next week, but most likely it will probably run until the end of the month. And if you're interested in joining the student group, first link in the description. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's there in case you want some extra guidance, and a place to ask questions anytime. Honestly, right now, if I were to shoot a buy order onto GENETEC, I can probably start to. One sec. If I shoot a buy order in GENETEC, and probably start the buying momentum, not gonna lie. Oh, Paragon. Okay, let me have a look at Paragon. Why does it look so funny? Oh, Paragon, this was the one that popped our alerts earlier. Too choppy. That's just I don't like to see when like the candles like don't form a nice flow, you know. I don't really like to see when candles are so bouncy and choppy. At least, for example, you can see how these candles are flowing. You can see how the price is moving. Right here, this is borderline. But the consolidation, it's still okay when it's just lines, since we're just watching for the flat line. So GENETEC pushing up to 123. Maybe we can give 523. I mean, maybe we can give this a quick shot. Because why not? Just buy in very small. I got filled very, very little. Extremely, extremely little. Let's see if we can get a little sell just to fill in our order. You can see right here, that's our order basically at the bottom left. See if we can get a fill in for a rather small amount actually. So even if it starts to rocket, I'll make like $100. I'm in for 3,500 shares, so 3.5k shares. Probably just gonna leave my order there, 523. Let's see how far this goes. It's probably gonna pull back. Looking at the order flow, it's probably gonna pull back. No, there's no volume pushing it higher. So won't be surprised if people start to sell right here. You need to break 530, then you can probably reach up to 535, 536, 37, 38. So saw some selling going on. But it's still holding 527, so that's pretty okay. That's pretty okay. Just as I said there, 527 just got taken out. Okay, cool. So Hoover has some volume as well, pulling through 165. KAB already curling downwards. Paragon, I'm not gonna look at Paragon for now until I see it form like proper structure. This is, for example, right here, a few days ago, Paragon had a decent push upwards. I think that's why I had my alerts, right? You saw how my alert popped just now? Had my alert set up here, waiting for it to curl back up above the high. Just never happened. Ooh, looks like GENETEC sold off and looks like it filled my whole order. That's fine. Still quite a small order, so not really afraid. If it sells off, I'm just gonna stop out and just take like a cool $300 loss. So let's see how well it holds 520. If you can't hold 520, then probably gonna let go at least half my size. If it can't hold 520. 524 as a selling pressure, resistance. Not even surprised that this is failing the moment I enter. That's just how it goes, you know. That's why I just bought in very small just to test the water. And if it fails, then it fails. That's fine. So I'm in right here. 523. The moment I enter, all form of momentum just died. Orders start to slow down. Selling start to come in. So we're approaching 10 o'clock. We're at 9:50. There we go. Hoover has hit the 1 million share traded mark. So now it'll probably pull quite a bit more attention when people see that this stock has hit above 1 million shares. I mean, we've gone through most of these stocks on the screen already. Nothing new yet. So this looks almost exactly the same as KAB earlier. Look, flat and push up. A few doji candles up top. Let me try to align it. Great tech dip. Is Great Tech dipping? Oh nope. If it starts to dip, then sure, then I will look at it. I'm only probably interested around at least the 620s minimum. I want to see dip to at least 620s. Ideally around the 610s and 6 ringgit area. And obviously it's not so straightforward. It's not like if it goes down there, then I'll buy. I need to see strong panic selling, strong volume. So back to, let me try to align KAB. So you can see how they look almost exactly the same. Let me align it. So this was KAB earlier. Almost the same lah, close enough. Look. So maybe we could try and maybe this could build the same sort of like break out above the day high, similar to KAB. VIS has been on quite a hot streak recently, up 200% over the past 2-3 months. Just gonna put this on the side. Probably won't play it either unless it starts to consolidate. Give us that nice flat line as usual. So VIS might be a decent lookout. KAB is done for, so I'm gonna ignore it. Hoover still building its consolidation. Can pop up anytime. GENETEC, we're still holding 522. Cool. So just gonna hold this position, see how far it can go. Probably take profits up about 537, 538 if it hits that high. Stop out probably below 520, maybe 518, 515, 516. That would be the plan. Any form of dips, GENETEC, if GENETEC dips, we'll be interested. If GENETEC dips, we'll be interested. If Kanaga dips, probably no interest. So yeah, those will be the plays for the day. If you haven't already, help me hit the like button. I would appreciate if you can just scroll down, tap it real quick. Takes a few seconds. Takes almost no effort from your end, but it would have a big help for my channel. Helps me expand my reach more people that I could help. So yep, that's the plan. Not many strong options for the day, but that is expected lah in our slow market right now. KLCI cracked above, looks like KLCI cracked above 1600. Very nice. Finally out of this little range that we're trading. Obviously, we still have to crack above 1615. Maybe this will start a nice uptrend for the whole market. If we get 10 likes, maybe GENETEC will fly all the way up, you know? Yeah. 10 likes and GENETEC will go all the way 550. I heard Bursa CEO call and tell me that. Well, looks like GENETEC is just trying to reject every single level right now. 524 is rejected, 522 is rejected, 521 is rejected. More and more selling coming in. So honestly, is it really worth my time? Really, is it worth my mental capital to keep monitoring this? Probably not, so I might just let it go. I don't really care. Loss is very small. Save my energy. I sold out at 520. Took like a very small, how much? $300, 300 ringgit loss. Mosquito bite lah. Or yeah, at least I can just clear my mind, go and do my work. Don't bother about this stock. I was banking on it shooting up all the way. It didn't happen. Pull back. On this second attempt, it failed again. So odds are it's not gonna fly anymore. Sure, some kind of big crazy volume might come in and push it all the way up, but I'm not banking on that. I'm not trying to predict the future. Not trying to be correct. The pattern failed. I mean, the setup failed. I'm out. Cool. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. See you again tomorrow, 9 to 10 a.m. And yeah, take care, man. Take care. Have a great day. Have a great working day. For those of you who are on leave, enjoy your leave. Have a great day.